Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. My name is Henry Quesada, and I'm the um, Agriculture and Natural Resources Program Leader and also an Assistant Director of Extension here with Purdue University. So over the last few months, I've been working hard with a lot of people in Extension and across the university and trying to improve some of the main critical process that we have for Extension, specifically working at with ANR extension. So one of the things that we have accomplished is that we've been able to come up with what we call the ANR Advisory Board. And that board has been really important and critical to help me understand how things are working and where can we focus and what specific aspects of ANR extension we can improve. The board is basically a collaborative platform. We have 10 ANR extension educators, and then we have 10 extension specialists from main campus. What we did at the very beginning is I came up with basically understanding of the main issues. I had individual conversations with each one of the board members, and with that, we came up with 6 different priorities for specific topics. So those are recruiting and retention, communication, stakeholder relationships, needs assessment, resources, and extension collaborations. And after that, we formed subcommittees, and each subcommittee came up with different specific action items for me to try to implement in order to improve those processes. So we have other mechanisms to find out what are the opportunities and how can we improve overall the performance and impact whatever we do at ANR extension in impacting our clientele. But this has been one of the main platforms. So in terms of recruiting and retention, one of the main action items, there's a lot of things in there. One of the specific action items that is already happening is we hire an industrial engineering student that is helping us to document processes related to recruiting, to onboarding, and retention in general. With this, we have identified specific activities that we are pursuing. For instance, we are focused more on professional development. Key part of that is we're bringing back the retreat to campus, where we have different educational or learning events related to professional skills and also to subject matter content. We're also looking at try to develop international opportunities for educators to learn more about extension and how it works in other different countries. We're also trying to increase the transparency of the promotion process, trying to smooth that out. There's a new process for extension, but we're also working on that with area directors as well. And of course, I think one of the most critical part is to have more support for the onboarding and mentoring of ANI educators. So right now, we'll have one of the assistant program leaders that will be taking over that, and that person will be available to work with the new educators as they're hired and they start learning their jobs. They're also going to be having extra support from the main office and campus. We're also very interested in finding ways to improve the pipeline for extension, working with undergrads and grad students at the college. Related to communication, the ANR newsletter is back. We have improved that, the content, and I think what we are getting very positive feedback from that newsletter is a really neat way to communicate what's going on and also to highlight our educators and also extension specialists. The updates are every month, and they're focused on basically introducing news and what's going on around the ANR extension, but also we use it as a way to bring speakers and provide new information on critical issues that impact ANR extension. As we started working on the entire university start transitioning to a new system for the web page using Cascade. Now we also now that we have that running, we just started the process on improving our web page. ANR educators and extension specialists were asked to provide input, and we already finalized the analysis of that input, and we already implemented some of that. That also touches not just the public face webpage, but also touches what we call the hub and the ANR intranet. As far as the need assessment goes, that's also a critical part. Educators, they have to report every year their need assessment if it's a new one, if there have been any changes. We also want to provide more support on this, specifically to new educators, but also to new faculty in campus that have extension appointments. We also designated one of the other assistant program leaders to support that process and actually connect with some of the current need assessment college-wide processes that are already in place and see how can we actually bring that and make it available for educators and also for extension specialists that are needing to learn more. And I think the most important part is here, how can we connect those two? It would be nice to have sort of a database of needs assessment available for extension specialists so they understand better what's going on in the counties. As far as resources, we continue to hire, not just at the county level, but also at the state level. We might be able to, we just hire a new person at the main, at the ANR, as part of the ANR leadership team and the small beginner farmer coordinator. We're also looking into another position for the main office, and this position probably it will target more of a clientele related to small farming. We're also looking into how can we improve our capacity and how can we actually improve our current inventory of digital ag tools. That's a project that already have happening, and we're evaluating just specifically the drones we have and what needs to be replaced, what needs to be updated. I think that will be a critical part of our presence, specifically working with farmers and showcasing what we have and how digital ag can actually be very important. We're also working with in trying to provide more opportunities for data analytics and how to use the spreadsheets better. And this is something that we're already working at with area directors and a professor from the Department of Agriculture and Biosystems Engineering. Extension collaborations, I think it's critical, and not just collaborations with an extension. So we already have a few platforms. Focus groups continue to be very important. They're just not the source of logic models and metrics that we need for digital measures, but also they bring people together. And they work on different things like signature programs. They also work on grants, publications, and of course in professional development. And when we look outside those campus stakeholder relationships continue to be very important. We continue to work with the individual organizations that are part of the Indiana Indiana Conservation Partnership, and try to bring resources and perhaps even think about creating new positions and how those positions can help us to support better our clientele and also help those other organizations to work better. So in summary, I feel very positive. I think we have a great future. When I look around and reflect on what we have, our values, they're just critical to move forward. The team collaboration, teamwork and collaborations is critical. I think that together we can really come up with innovative solutions, not just to solve some of the internal issues and challenges we have in extension, but also to reach out our clientele and develop better relationships and really understand what they need, and then hopefully come up with great ideas and great and solving their problems. So with that, I'm always available. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer those. Thank you so much.